this week throughout the promotion.
Ooh.
That's a knockdown score.
How do y'all feel about this fight?
Smart, big left hand.
It only takes one shot, and
That's it.
Meaning, if Deontay Wilder comes back to take on Charles Martin, now if you know now, what is it? He is on a 13-month layoff since he lost to Tyson Fury via knockout stoppage. 42-1-1 with 41 KOs, former WBC champion. Since he won the belt from Bermane Stavern, Eric Molina, Johan Duhaupas, Artur Szpilka, Chris Arreola. Chris Arreola is going to be fighting Andy Ruiz in just a little over a month. Hasn't been officially announced yet, but that's supposed to be on pay-per-view for at least $74.99. He fought Gerald Washington, who we just saw get starched out by Prince Charles Martin. Bermane Stavern again. Luis Ortiz, highly anticipated fight in which, he was losing. Then stopped Luis Ortiz late. The Tyson Fury fight, in which I thought that Tyson Fury won, but nonetheless ended in a split draw. Dominic Breazeale, who just recently returned and got beat up, right? Didn't he just lose recently? To Adewale, yeah. Luis Ortiz again, that was on pay-per-view. And then Tyson Fury, and then that's when Glovegate began. Now, we're not here to talk about Glovegate. We're not here to slander Deontay Wilder, even though I'm disappointed in him. Nonetheless, I'm still a fan and supporter. I want to see him back in the ring. You dig? And right now, when you look at the rankings and look at the landscape for a comeback fight, I think that a fight with Charles Martin completely makes sense. 28-2-1 with 25 KOs. I would consider Charles Martin at this stage in Deontay Wilder's career to be dangerous. However, Charles Martin, as we've seen, can be knocked the fuck out. He's had some really entertaining fights with Adam Kownacki in which he lost a close one. The Gerald Washington fight. The big promotion with Anthony Joshua. The vacant belt from the Tsar. I was at this fight, the Tsar Glazkov situation. And now he's been on the comeback trail. According to Rumor and Michael Hunter, he recently gave up his shot at an IBF mandatory slot against Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury winner. If you don't know, that fight's supposed to be taking place in June or July. They have less than 30 days, right now to fully, officially have the venue, everything set. So they're supposed to fight in a 2-fight deal, in June or July and in November or December. Charles Martin ranked by the IBF very highly, number 2 now. Number 12 by the WBC, number 7 by the WBA. He is not ranked by the WBO, but many Heyman fighters don't really go that route. So if you really look at it from a process of elimination, Andy Ruiz is going to be taking on Chris Arreola. Okay. Luis Ortiz, we don't know what he's doing next. And Deontay Wilder's, I don't expect him to fight Luis Ortiz in a third fight. And I think that Deontay Wilder versus Charles Martin, looking at everything, I think that's the route they're going to go. But the thing is, they're going to probably put that on pay-per-view. And to be honest with you, we don't know where Deontay Wilder is mentally. And we don't know if he's going to come back this year at all. Something's telling me that, he may not be. I don't know. Because looking at the pay-per-view lineup, and with all the fights that PBC are likely going to put out between Tank Davis versus Barrios, Errol Spence's next fight, whether it's Ugas or Keith Thurman or Sean Porter 3, the Charlos, Caleb Plant, Canelo, whenever that happens, if Canelo beats Billy Joe Saunders. You got Manny Pacquiao's next fight. And these are pay-per-views just off the top of my head. That make it Teofimo Lopez over on Triller with Cambosos for pay-per-view. That's what it's looking like for that. So the pay-per-view right now landscape is going to be a little crowded for boxing. And a guy like Deontay Wilder, with the money that he's guaranteed for turning down, the 100 million plus or whatever, around whatever it was, 100 million, 80 million, whatever it was, he turned down a lot of money not to fight Anthony Joshua over on the zone. And from my understanding, PBC had to compensate for that. And they bet on themselves with the Tyson Fury fight, and they lost. There's nothing wrong with it. They lost. I just don't like that how his reputation was just ruined after that. Because when Deontay Wilder comes back, he's got to answer a lot of questions, man. And a lot of people, listen, fans, media, like, they pissed. And the thing is, these narratives that's been going on, you know, about the gloves and everything in the egg weight shaped form, it's been on YouTube. And YouTubers, we look down upon for that shit, man. Like, that shit's disgusting. And the thing is, the fighter's hurting because now Deontay Wilder ain't been saying shit. So I really think that his fans really, really fucked up his reputation. Like, it's fucked up. But then again, I really don't consider them to be his fans. I don't consider them to be fans. I see them to be fucking moochers and grifters. And what is it? Hanger-ons. That's what they are. You know, YouTube entourage, looking for a handout. Please, sir, can I have some more? You know, so they can fucking talk shit and eat off his name, making up lies and shit. Shit he ain't even been saying. Like, that shit is sickening if you think about it. So until the time comes, we get some more news. We're going to wait and see. But right now, I think him versus Charles Martin is logical unless he waits out to come back for something big and fight the winner of Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola, which likely will be Andy Ruiz. I think that's the route that they're going. You know, to have Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz at some point. But where does Luis Ortiz fit in? By the way, Usyk and Joyce are fighting. Dylan Whyte and Alexander Povetkin are in what I'm looking at as a career match taking place next week. The winner is going to be the WBC interim champion and the mandatory. Currently, Tyson Fury and Joshua winner, even though they're going to be fighting twice this year, have two mandatories with the winner of Povetkin and Whyte. And then the first one will be the winner of Usyk and Joyce. So as soon as that's over, let's say April of 2022, unless one of them retire, they're going to have to fight, you know, Usyk Joyce winner. Then after that, the WBC mandatory. And then I'm guessing that Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz are setting themselves up for the end of the 2022 title run. And that's being realistic, looking at the rankings. Like, you know, if you follow boxing, you know, you can kind of start putting together, like, when a fighter... The heavyweight division has been kind of a Game of Thrones. I've been saying this for years, that one loss can knock you back far. Like, really, really far. Like, look at a guy like Joe Parker. When you think he's going to ever get a shot again? You know, and as I said, Povetkin versus Whyte is a career match because the loser will never probably be in the mix again. And then you got the new blood. I guess you can consider Michael Hunter a part of the new blood. Guys like Hunter, Filip Hrgovic, you know, Tony Yoka's now in the rankings. You can consider Usyk and Joe Joyce also in that class. Daniel Dubois, the Chinaman. I heard it's not bigotry to say Chinaman. Huey Fury has a load of experience. Otto Wallin. You got, what's the dude from the Oceanic area? Justin Hooney. Guys like that coming through the heavyweight ranks. Coming up. And Derek Chisora still kicking around down there. Even Ajit Tabiel. Junior Fa. So, pretty deep, man. But anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. I'm going to cover every single major fight live. So, consider that my Deontay Wilder video for the month. Unless some shit get announced or we do an interview, we're going to wait until something come up. Not doing them shits every day. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360. Please subscribe. And like the video. Thank you.